Add color and height to your summer borders with Mexican petunia, occasionally called rulia. This easy care plant grows 3 feet tall, though there are also dwarf varieties that stay shorter, and develops waves of blue, white, or pink petunia-like flowers through the summer. Mexican petunia is a great choice for butterfly gardens because the colorful insects flock to its sweet flowers. Plus, several species of butterflies use Mexican petunia as a host plant for their larvae to feed on, so it's a must-have plant for butterfly gardens. Once established, Mexican petunia can often self-sow and spread quickly through the garden so planted, or you can keep tabs on it or in large container gardens. Mexican petunia is deer-resistant. Hardy from zones 9 to 11. Mexican petunia grows and blooms best in full sun or partial shade. It will grow in shade, but doesn't bloom as much and looks leggy and lanky. This sun-loving perennial likes rich, slightly moist soil, so mulch the plants to maintain consistent soil conditions, especially during hot, dry weather. In the north, Mexican petunia can be grown as an annual flower. Mexican petunia can become a fast spreader, so plant it where you can control its spread. Note, some types of this plant are considered invasive and may be restricted in certain areas. Check local rules before planting. Costa Farms grows only non-invasive hybrids. Mexican petunia is not recommended for human or animal consumption. Please like, comment, and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Tension-free world. How to grow Mexican petunias. Mexican petunias are evergreen flowering shrubs, meaning they remain green over the winter when not in bloom. As long as you follow a basic desert garden to-do list and keep to a conventional summer watering schedule, you should have no problem raising bushels of these purple blossoms. The Mexican petunia plant is a fast grower and is used successfully against block walls or to surround and camouflage unpleasant-looking electrical boxes in air conditioning units. If growing around an appliance, make sure you leave enough room on one side so it can be accessed for maintenance. When given ideal growing conditions, Mexican petunias are not very susceptible to blight. There is also no major concern when it comes to pests. Light. Mexican petunia bushes take full sun. The more direct sun they receive, the more flowers will bloom. They can withstand shade and partial shade, but will be less productive if planted in these areas. The color of the stems will vary depending on the light conditions. The more light the plant receives, the more purple you will find on their stems. In shady areas, the stems will present as a solid green. Soil. While Mexican petunias will grow in a variety of soil types, they prefer to be planted in well-drained, fertile soil. They grow and spread extra quickly in marshy soil, or next to rivers and lakes. When it comes to soil pH, these plants will survive in alkaline beds, but they most prefer neutral to slightly acidic environments. Water. Even if you live in an arid climate, you can still raise a fantastic garden full of bright and showy Mexican petunias. They're unique in that they're drought resistant, and yet they also survive floods. They do benefit from occasional watering in dry climates, but can go without for long stretches of time. Temperature and humidity. Mexican petunias are a favorite plant in the desert, but they also grow well in humid climates. They do not survive in the cold, yet they can still be enjoyed as summer annuals in areas that experience low temperatures in the winter. Fertilizer. While it's not mandatory, Mexican petunias benefit from the addition of manure, fertilizer, and compost in their growing areas. In the springtime, you can use a garden rake to mix in a fertilizer of choice into the top 2 inches of the soil surrounding the plants. If you're planting Mexican petunias for the first time, you may want to use a shovel or garden tiller to loosen and turn over the soil before planting, sprinkling in compost or manure as you work. To improve drainage in moist beds, consider adding a little sand to the mix. Potting and repotting Mexican petunias can be grown in pots. As long as they're placed in a sunny spot, they grow well in indoor pots and outdoor planters alike. As a fast-growing shrub, they may need to be repotted more frequently than other plants. In addition to pots, you can also experiment with more creative vessels like ladder planters, wagons, or even an old bathtub. Since they grow to be a shrub, Medium to larger sized containers work best. Propagating Mexican petunias. Mexican petunias will spread quickly and naturally, sometimes aggressively, especially in moist climates. The shrub is considered invasive in the state of Florida, and it's on the watch list in several others. It spreads by seeds that can sometimes reach up to 10 feet away from the original plant, as well as through thin, underground roots called rhizomes. Since they can spread at a fast pace, you may consider growing them in a more contained area so they don't end up taking over your entire lawn. If you want to speed up the propagating process, you can create new plants from tip cuttings. Once you have taken your desired amount of cuttings, remove the buds, flowers, and lower leaves from the stems. Dip the ends of each stem in rooting hormone, and then plant in pots filled with peat moss and soil. Once they take root, usually after a few weeks, you can add the plants to your yard. Transplanting Mexican petunias is best done in the fall before they go dormant in the winter. Once established in their new location, they should grow as normal and perk up when temperatures increase in the spring.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share my video. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Tension Free World.